A walk would be nice.
The pleasure is all mine.
Prepare to be amazed.
Are you sure it has to be me? Fine.
Osmanthus wine taste. Every journey has its fun. Day. Don't rush.
Stabilize!
And voila! Here comes the finale!
Behold!
Ha! Gotcha! Ah! Ja! Ja! Ha! Ja! Ah! Yeah! Ah!
Gather! Settle down!
Step right up! Ha! Ah! Ah!
Too slow.
Cry louder!
I will have order! Stabilize! Silence!
Search for it.
Bow your head.
That's far enough!
Gather! Settle down! Let the mighty be humbled!
And voila! A round of applause!
The wind rises.
Ha!
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
unnecessary.
Stabilize! Bow your head.
Now disappear!
Squall and fury. Ha! Ah! Ha! Ah! Ha! Behold! The wind rises. Quit following me.
I see the
value in my own work, but I also... Silence! Solidify! This is order! Settle down!
Wretched vermin! Behold!
Stabilize! Bow your head.
And voila! Let's get this show on the road!
Squall and fury! Upon the gale! The wind rises. Know your place!
The tides beckon. Solidify!
Step right up!
Behold!
Gather! Stabilize!
Another room.
Silence!
The wind rises. Search for it.
I will have order! Solidify!
A gift for you. A grand.
Settle down!
You dare to gaze upon me?
Impossible.
Now disappear. A round of applause. And now I'll make it all disappear. Just kidding.
Squall Fury.
We can do this! Kamisato Ayaka, present. Let's dance.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra.
What is the situation?
This had better be important.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
I got you, boss.
Stabilize!
There is no escape!
Behold! Ah! Ha! Ah! Ha! Order guide you!
Shine down!
Let's get it on! You're dead meat!
When
rises.
Bow your head!
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered! Look alive!
Squall and Fury! Stabilize! This is order!
There is no escape! Let's get it on!
Unsightly insects!
Following me.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Ready when you are. Hey, little birdie, don't feel down. Come and perch on my shoulder. Don't be shy. I'll show you around town. Really? No wonder they never pay attention to me. Forget it. I probably shouldn't be anthropomorphizing them anyway. Haven't seen you in some time. To which one of the Animo Archon's winds do I owe the honor? Oh, is this your way of saying that you missed me? Since it wasn't meant to be with this little birdie, I'd better leave it alone. Let's take a walk, shall we? If you're wondering why I'm here, Jean's been worrying about trade safety recently. I discovered this when I unwittingly burst into her office to save the day. Another job involving long-distance travel falls to me. I suppose it's my own fault for having such a strong sense of duty. Still, on the bright side, business is now taken care of. And I have unused travel funds, so I was planning to...
Gundafar, we are in the middle of a war. Your place is at the front lines by my son's side. Pray tell, what provokes your unwarranted return to the palace?
A matter of utmost importance, Your Majesty, such that I must personally report it to you.
Outdoor theater. Looks fun. Ah, yes. Here's what I was thinking about the unused funds. Given that the acting Grand Master saw fit to allocate these funds to my trip in the first place, I think it's my responsibility to make sure that every last mora is put to good use. In other words, what do you say we find a way to spend the remaining budget? Perhaps a fancy meal at a nice restaurant? Or a river cruise that takes in the sights of Sumeru City? Or we could buy a few nice mementos to take home. Hey, no need to put it like that. Let's keep walking. We can The rules of the Knights of Favonius state that any and all expenditures during a business trip are counted as travel expenses. That's more than enough justification to live a little. Of course, with me being here on my own, it was looking like a wasted opportunity. But now that I've run into you, why don't we make this a joint trip? You're always so busy. It's high time you gave yourself a proper break. And anyway, life is short, so we should make the most of the time we have. Now I remember why you're an honorary knight. Of course, being tempted by money is beneath you. Your honest character is dazzling to behold. Like the sunlight reflecting off the surface of Cider Lake in that case. I guess today's end-of-trip blowout is canceled. I shall pack my luggage and prepare to return to Mondstadt. Oh? You'd do that for me? Well, this wasn't when I was souvenir shopping, I picked out something for you too. Guess my thoughtfulness wasn't in vain. Let's keep that a secret for now. Not because I want to keep you guessing. It's just that I didn't think I'd run into you here. All my gifts are back at the inn. I want you to find out for yourself when you open it. The surprise is what gift giving is all about, is it not? Then it's settled. We'll leave together shortly.
What you see is what we've got. Feel free to look around. What you see is what we've got. Feel free to look around.
Look, Mondstadt's windmills. Ah, such a comforting sight. Now, as promised, your souvenir. Here you go. According to the merchant I bought it from, mysterious spirits called Jinn often live in lamps like this. And this lamp in particular, merchants love to exaggerate to help make a sale. I know you like rare things, so perhaps you can add this to your collection. Of course, you can also... You're welcome. I'm glad you like it. I'm ready to head into the city now. I could give everyone their souvenirs first, but I'm not sure whether I'm... Maybe I'll take a breather first. But I know I'll only get bored sitting in my room alone. I'm honored to have such a caring friend. Let's go to the plaza in front of the cathedral. After so long in Sumeru, I've begun... There's no rush. We can...
bombastic adventure with you, Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon. Thanks for playing with me. Sure, you don't have to stay here if you have other things to do. We still have loads of time, so I'll be waiting for you here during...
Port Ormos is always lively, even late into the night. People there go to bed much later than I imagined. Quite a stark contrast with Mondstadt. People pray and play music in the Cathedral Plaza during the day, but come nighttime, the streets are deserted except for the knights on patrol. Good question. Life in Sumeru is never dull. Last time I was out drinking on the street at night, some passing mercenaries invited me to dance. Although, I did learn later that that kind of thing is highly unusual even there. They taught me a lot of songs that they usually sing during feasts. Simple, honest folks like me, we don't need much to be content. Fair enough. Let's shelve that discussion for now. Have you ever had a chance to hear the cathedral choir before? The hymn? Well, let's see if we can catch them today. Sister Grace is right there, so we can ask her about the choir's... Excuse me, Sister Grace. Does the church choir have any performances coming up soon?
Oh, I'm so sorry. The hymn concert we previously announced has unfortunately been pushed back.
Oh? What's the story there?
As you probably know, Captain Kaya, we've been trying to organize an amateur choir in addition to the regular church choir.
Ah, yes. I heard about that. I believe the plan was ultimately to have different choirs who can take turns to perform hymn concerts.
Yes, exactly. Well, it turns out there are plenty of believers who are good singers and interested in joining a choir. So, in theory, it should have been a simple case of getting everyone in the same room, then practice, practice, practice. But for some reason, the rehearsals are going terribly. I don't understand it. Everyone in the choir has a basic level of musical literacy, but they sound awful together. It's like everyone's trying to do their own thing. There's no group harmony. Oh, maybe I'm just not musically gifted enough to give them the guidance they need. Captain Kaya, I know you like listening to hymns. How could—
Me? Music is far from my forte. But if you need some help, then don't worry. I know an—
Thank you so much, Captain Kaya. Having some expert guidance will definitely be a great help.
I'm sure you've figured out who this expert is already. He has the best singing voice of any poet in Mondstadt, and understands poetry better than any other singer. Plus, he's exceptionally easy to find. 9 out of 10 times, he's in the tavern.
Lord Barbados, please see to it that Godwin gets home soon and safe.
Jules from Liyue, come take a look.
I can't give up, friend.
Good day. Drinking alone? I hope you don't mind us joining you.
Hello, hello! Please, take a seat. We're all friends here.
Patton, 1 moonlit alley and an apple cider.
Ooh, excellent choices.
Come on, let's have a toast and drain our glasses together. Here's to the time spent drinking with friends, which is more unforgettable than the drinks are delectable.
Ever the poet, Professor Venti. A beautiful toast from the bard with the most. Any new songs of yours we could listen to? There's a real dearth of quality entertainment at the moment, since the cathedral's choir performance has been delayed again. Speaking of which, I trust you've heard Sister Grace's choir perform before?
Of course! Though the format is a little on the formal side, they do sing quite beautifully. Very pleasant to listen to.
So you'd say you enjoy listening to hymns?
Let me think. Well, however it's expressed, as long as you can hear the singer's passion and joy in their voice, I consider it a phenomenal performance.
Passion and joy, huh? An intriguing perspective. By this logic, I suppose Lord Barbados would also enjoy the choir's performances.
Oh? And why is that?
Think about it. It's only because of his patient guidance and protection that the people of Mondstadt can now sing such beautiful hymns in the cathedral. It must be quite satisfying for him to hear a joyful people lift up their voices in song.
Yes, well, that's a beautiful image filled with hope. But actually, maybe Barbados himself doesn't give it so much thought. In principle, the hymns of the cathedral are dedicated to a god. But in reality, the audience are all ordinary people with very worldly concerns. So what really matters is that the people enjoy what they're listening to.
If Sister Grace was able to see things that way, perhaps she wouldn't feel so distressed.
Huh? Distressed? About what? Ugh, she might be asking a bit too much. To be honest, if they have a natural talent for music, they should just be allowed to sing whatever they want. It'll also— I'm pretty sure the first people to sing songs to the Animo Archon weren't all singing the same tune. Besides, he is the god of freedom. Surely he'd prefer to hear Mondstadters sing their hearts out however comes naturally to them.
Well, to each their own, I say. But Sister Grace seems quite bothered by the whole thing. If only a kind soul with a deep understanding of poetry and music could help her. Patton?
More drinks?
Uh-oh. I only brought enough money for one bottle today. I'll have to pass.
Another bottle of apple cider for Venti, please, Patton. My treat.
Wow! Thanks, Kaya. You are one of the finest students ever to emerge from my fast-track love poetry class. I always did admire your enthusiasm and kindness. With the aid of this bottle, a humble bard's woes are whisked away on the wind. And so it falls.
Then this is probably the single most worthwhile. Sister Grace is a devout follower of the Animo Archon.
Don't worry. Just wait a moment. I'll go find her. The next time you visit her, our sweet sister shall be sad no more.
Hello, Sister Grace. How are the rehearsals going?
Captain Kaya, your bard friend has a few suggestions that are somewhat fanciful in nature.
Fanciful in the sense of not worth adopting? Is that what you mean? Everyone in the choir loves to sing, but they're used to singing their favorite songs. Suddenly asking them to sing in perfect harmony like a church choir with years of experience is just too difficult. So, why ask them to adjust to the demands of those staid old church hymns when you could just create a new song for them? One that they'll be able to grasp quickly? If you want, I could help.
Church choirs typically stick to traditional hymns. This is certainly an innovative idea. What's stopping you from considering it, Sister Grace?
While I don't expect a recently established amateur choir to perform on par with our own church choir, this would be a major departure from tradition. I'm just not convinced that it's appropriate.
Is the Church of Favonius really such a stickler for tradition? Giving believers the chance to express themselves freely seems like it would be a very positive thing. So Venti, do you think the Animo Archon would like to hear a new melody?
Of course! This was the wish of the people when New Mondstadt was first founded.
Okay, well let's see what our other friend thinks. Traveler, what are your thoughts? Another vote of confidence. Maybe there's hope for this idea yet.
Maybe it's just a generational thing, but... Oh, well, it's not a completely unreasonable idea. I suppose it can't hurt to try.
Looks like we're all in favor then, so let's start preparing. Sister Grace, could we trouble you to inform the choir members?
Of course. I'll tell them now, and then we'll give this a try.
Should we find some people to help us compose the lyrics? If this is to be a
good idea. Let's split up and find some contributors, Traveler. Let me think. Since we're Sister Grace, how would you feel about us asking Sister Barbara to provide her input?
Given that the idea is to write a song dedicated to Lord Barbados, I'm sure Sister Barbara would be very...
Perfect. Traveler, why don't you head into the cathedral and invite Sister Barbara to join us?